Well, you drove out there into the middle of nowhere and had some sort of loud verbal display challenging ET in general out in the middle of nowhere?
That's what I was doing. I actually had a pistol in my hand at the time. I was really ticked off. When I was having this fit, I was waving the gun in the air, okay, and I had this fit. And at this moment, I said, okay.
He was a Louisiana man named Montaldo. Folks around called him Six Gun Joe. Worked with ICAR, don't you know? Investigating UFOs. Out for a drive with a gal one night, they stopped to check out the reporting site. When an alien lit right there on the ground, he commenced to throwing his weight around. Now, old Six Gun didn't take too kindly to that kind of thing, especially without Vaseline or anything like that, you know. Seriously. Well, Six Gun looked that critter right in the eye and said, "Any last wish before you die?" Yo, reached for his gun, quick as a twitch, and said, "Fill your claw, you son of a bitch." Now a legend spread across the land about this pistol-waving man. But if you're from space or from Earth below, you don't give no lip to Six Gun Joe.
The Church of Mavis radio show, Friday nights at 8 p.m., 7 Central, starring Jeffrey Pritchett with his co-hosts Wham and Jay McNicholas, right here on the United Paranormal Radio Network, UPRN 107.7 FM, New Orleans.
Welcome to Negotiating Happiness, the show that helps you find happiness, success, and balance in your work and life. I'm Adriana Fiestra, your host for this journey into entrepreneurship and personal growth. We're broadcasting live on 107.7 and 105.3 FM in New Orleans as part of the United Public Radio Network. We explore the latest strategies, insights, and stories from successful entrepreneurs and experts. From managing stress to building a thriving business, we've got you covered.
Hi, I'm Brittany Ashley, your host of Breaking Norms, Building Dreams, your guide through this transformative journey in both business and life. This is your place crafted for dreamers, doers, or anyone who has been told they can't. Get ready as we challenge those narratives together. You're tuning in live to the United Public Radio Network, airing on 105.3 and 107.7 FM in New Orleans. We are streaming on all the popular platforms every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join me for a candid and thought-provoking conversation celebrating your unique journey because you are worth it.
Welcome to Paranormal Heart Podcast with host Kat Ward.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of News on the Flip Side. We're going to try to bring you some early results from the early closings on the election results tonight. Some fairly key battles we'll be talking about for sure. Joe will be popping in here in a little bit. He's eating dinner right now, so he'll be fresh and ready. So hopefully we won't pop into an accidental food porn segment during this election special. Sean Kelly will join us about 7 o'clock. And as I said, some of the key battles we're going to be looking at, particularly the gubernatorial races, Virginia, New Jersey, and California. I don't think California is going to pop over to the red side, but there's its potential. But Virginia and New Jersey are very close. In fact, Citarelli is right now gaining steam, it seems, here at the last few hours. We'll get into some early predictions here coming up. We'll get some windows open, but he seems to be gaining speed, and it's like a 1%, 2% race over there. Virginia, I think, is a little bit further apart, but I do think that we have a chance there for that also flipping. So we can keep our fingers crossed. New York, I think it's a lost cause. But we'll see. We'll have to look at some of the results. I don't know how Mamdani's been doing. Yeah, I have a feeling that he was very popular. He was up about 14 to 20 points over even Cuomo. So we'll see where that goes. I don't think it's going to go the way anybody wants. So I think New York City is going to be a fleeing. There's going to be about 500,000 to 1 million people who say they're planning to flee the city should he win, and that looks highly possible still. Businesses, I don't know who said it, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of businesses that are going to leave, especially if he tries to impose these socialistic ideas. We see them didn't work. They didn't work in Russia very well. They worked for a time, but certain parts of that, certain aspects of socialism are not good. A free bus system, he has no idea how to fund it. I don't think this is going to go through very well. I think if he does go through and wins, this would be his first and only term. That's almost a guarantee. No experiences. It hasn't had a job. This is apparently going to be his first job. How that's going to work. Hates cops, hates Jews, thinks the cops are funded by the IDF and or trained. And who cares? When it comes down to protecting people and enforcing the law, having different martial strategies to enforce the law and or combat violent criminals need to have them. And New York's a pretty violent place, so if he gets rid of the police, I don't think he's that stupid, but if he does, we'll see. Let's see what else we got going up. I've forgotten what I wrote down here. Yeah, so this is only the quarter-term elections. So the next year will be the midterms. Will be a much more. I think we'll be a lot more. We'll see a lot more movement towards the red that time. So we got New York City mayoral, California gubernatorial, New Jersey gubernatorial, and I think there might. I don't know if there's a mayoral race for Los Angeles, but we'll have to look and see if that is going to stay with if they're going to stay with Mayor, is it Bloom, Mayor Bloom? I think that's a huge mistake. She couldn't keep water in the fire hydrants for them to fight the wildfires, so that's not going to look very good. Right now, though, on the live maps, there really isn't much going on yet because the polls will close in about 30 minutes. But wow, I mean, they're looking like they're predicting New York will stay blue. Maine's going to be lavender, mostly blue. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Jersey, Delaware, DC, Maryland, Virginia, all predicted to roll blue. Pennsylvania's going to roll red, which it was blue. It's blue right now. Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee. Those are going to be like the mid closing. So let's move on down towards the bottom of the East Coast. So Florida, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, North Carolina, Kentucky, West Virginia, all going to be red. Out of 21, 6, 8, only 10 are going to be blue. So it looks like half the East Coast is going to roll over red. That's very exciting. I'm trying to find the other map I have up here. Oh yeah, so there's a New York City map that I pulled up to see where they're at. There's I don't see really any movement on this. I don't know if it's an interactive one or what, but it's the 5 boroughs, and really not showing any action on it. But you got Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, and they're still having. Oh, this must be an old one. No, this is 2021 general. I don't know if they have a new one for this year. This must be for when Mayor Adams won. Was it 4 years ago? Yeah, I don't think this map is the one we're going to be looking for. Okay, so that's not very cool. All right. So that's about it for now. Right now it's very, very quiet. Yeah, the same thing. I tried it again with the New York map, and it says 2025 up top, but then it has Eric Adams and Curtis Sliwa. And that's the past election. It's already over. So I don't understand why this one's coming up. So we may not be using that. Not good. Yeah, they don't have one for this year. It says 2025 on it, but it's got last year's results on it. So I guess they were hoping he would have stayed in the race, but apparently he is not. So we will see. If there's anyone out there, what you guys got? Hey, Heidi, what's going on? What are the predictions that are going on for your state? If you've got any, or have you heard any, Heidi? And this one's got Kamala Harris on it. Maybe they only do the interactive maps only during presidential elections. That's not going to help us much if we want to look at results coming in. Let's see what CNN's map looks like. It's probably last year's map also. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Live key races. So, yeah, right now nothing is coming in. Oh, yeah, that's another one we need to talk about. Proposition 50. It's a redraw the California congressional map. So they're going to try to rewrite their what do you call it? District lines. They're going to redraw the district lines so it'll be a bluer state. That'll be fair. Well, like I say, about half an hour or so from now, we will get actual start closings and some predictions coming in. Right now, all the boards are at 0, but no live election results map, so we won't be able to look at things by the county. It seems, which during the presidential elections was shocking that you had these states that started out, and particularly during the Biden Trump election, a lot of the states on the East Coast, especially during like the first hour between 7 and 8 after the first polls to close, are going to be like Maryland and Pennsylvania and DC at 7 o'clock. And then some of the other states, New York and whatnot, they close at 8. And I don't know if any close at 9 on the East Coast, but between 6 and 8, we were seeing states go red, blue, lavender, purple, blue, red. And it was like a Christmas tree. Okay, yeah, that's what they're talking about. SNAP benefits too, all over the place. Yeah, so it's too early for results. But during the Biden-Trump, election, yeah, I was diving down on the live interactive map, and for the state of Pennsylvania, we have 72 counties. 72 counties. It's a lot of counties. I think Maryland only has like 11. From Maryland, it has 11 counties. Pennsylvania, 72. Only five, maybe six of those 72 counties were solid blue. Everyone else was red. In my eyes, that means majority is red. 72 counties, 76 of them are 66 of them are red and 6 of them are blue. That means majority to me. The state should have won for the Republicans. But no, these five counties around 5 specific cities: Wilkes-Barre, Philly, Pittsburgh, and Erie, and I think it was Lancaster was the other one. Those 5 areas counteracted all those other 66 counties, and I think that needs a redraw. I mean, how can you allow 5 counties to counteract 36 other counties? That's not a majority rule. That's let's loading the gun. That's playing Russian roulette and knowing where the chamber is and giving it to the guy when it's ready. California, I don't know if it needs to be rerun or redrawn. Texas, we'd have to dive into that. I have to call up the news on that. Texas actually had a legitimate reason for it because of, I don't forget what it was. Is that something that the Democrats did when they did their redraw some 4 or 5, 8 years ago? It's something they did that was illegal or improper that the Republicans are going to fix and make it a better 50-50 state. I think that's the only way that you can really get, a much better election, even closer elections, even if the candidate sucks. And a lot of the Democrat candidates actually do suck. But yeah, we will have to see how this one goes. I think we're going to see another red tide. So some traditionally blue areas going red, and maybe possibly because of some people leaving California, we may see some traditionally blue places go, or some traditionally red places go blue. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a flip flop. It's going to be, the tide's going to shift a little towards the red, but I think we're going to see where the Democrats who have fled more liberal areas, we'll see bluer votes over there, and where Republicans have fled California a lot to Texas, I think we should see a very red shift across the state of Texas. Last presidential election last year, Texas, the bottom half of it was, I think, blue the entire time until like the very last minute. I think at the end it was just the very bottom peninsula of Texas was blue. That's a lot. What, Heidi? Oh yeah, counties, absolutely, yes. Well, California, I think, is the largest state, or the second largest, third largest, something like that. Hey Google, how many counties are in the state of California?
58 counties. On the website acgov.org, they say California has 58 counties. There are 3,071 counties in the United States.
58 counties in California, 3,171 counties throughout the country. How does Pennsylvania beat California? Where is this election? Hey Google, how large is the state of Pennsylvania compared to the state of California?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Of course you didn't. She didn't understand. Let's see. That seems unbalanced to me. Size of California compared to Pennsylvania. So let's see, California is 3.5 times bigger than Pennsylvania. Yet California has 58 counties. Pennsylvania has 72. 6 of Pennsylvania's counties overrule 66 other counties. That seems unbalanced to me. Now you go to California, 58 counties, and it stays blue for the most part. There are some red counties. So maybe California does need a redraw, and maybe Pennsylvania along with it. Yeah, Pennsylvania, if you overlay the state of Pennsylvania over California, it would cover San Jose to Bakersfield from the East Coast to the West Coast. It's not a lot. It's like a third. It's 1/3. It's 1/3 of the size of the entire state. So how does that work? Maybe we should look into that too. The rest of the country as well. 72 counties in one count. I mean, yeah, tidy. I don't like that. It's the 72 counties in my state. 58 in California. 5 to 6 counties in this state overwhelm 66 others. And then you got California is 3.5 times larger. It only has 58 counties. That doesn't make any sense to me. There must be vast areas of those counties that are unpopulated. Farmland and Napa Valley. I mean, I saw the maps the other day that they showed of California's, districts that they want to redistrict, and one of them's like this huge one that's like all over where all the wine farms are. Yeah, and absolutely. 72 counties to my state, 58 to the state of California does not make sense. Maybe they ought to redraw the counties first, and then maybe do a redraw on the districts. Hey, Joe, what's going on? I guess Joe is still eating. So if you hear any humming and chomping noises, that's Joe enjoying his dinner. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Heidi. One of the districts in California, and I don't remember which one it was, but now because I only just briefly saw the report the other night. One of the counties takes up it goes from it's near San Francisco, and it goes all the way down like the eastern side of the state, almost down as far as Los Angeles, and it must be all farm country, which means likely much less populated, and that was the Republican area. So there's probably this district is huge, and you probably only have 50 voters, and 49 of them are Republican.
Hey, what happened? Ow.
Oh.
Hello, Heidi.
Did you bump your head on the microphone?
No, I just grabbed it and it popped. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
I am.
I don't know if you caught any of that county talk I was just going over. Did you hear any of that?
No, I just came in I don't know, 40 seconds ago, 45 seconds ago.
Oh, it's just, just thinking, and I looked it up. California is 3.5 times larger than Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has 72 counties. Pennsylvania takes up 1/3 of the volume of California's volume. California has 58 counties. Something doesn't seem right there. So there must be some really, really huge, enormously huge counties, with counties that are like as big as a state, like bigger than the state of Maryland even, that are, like what Heidi and I were suggesting is probably farm country, of the winelands and, Napa Valley, that kind of thing. And then
so that's what they're talking about there. They're talking about, so if you look at the map of California, you'll notice the blue is along the coast from top to bottom and inland a couple of 100 miles. And then the rest of the state is either red or some other weird colors. So up north in the northern part of the state, they have these huge counties. They're going to break them up into 2 counties so they can get an extra 5 votes out the deal. But the way they're going to do it, if it's correct, there will be no red counties in California whatsoever, 0. And there are states in the union that have no red counties. You have to wonder about that, since when you look at the election map, it's like 95% red.
Yeah. The one I just pulled up was, and it's too busy to understand. It seems like that's somehow uncool, unconstitutional, against the law somehow. To skew it so that it's all the counties count up as blue. But then look at the state of Pennsylvania. I've touted about this during both the Biden-Trump election and the Trump this last commotion with Harris. 72 counties in this state, 5 or 6 of them overruled the other 66. That's not a majority. I mean, that's stacking the deck against the red people of this state.
It's no, that's what they're doing. I mean, that's what this is all about, is a guarantee in 2026 who's going to get the House. So right now you can tell 5 seats would make a difference either way.
Oh, yeah. That's one House needs 5 more seats. They'll have full control. Well, I don't know about full control, but they won't be able to, at least the one side or the other. Well, the one who gets these 5 extra votes will be able to filibuster the other side successfully, and the other one will be stifled. But the Democrats, what they're doing, they won't be able to do it again if they lose the 5.
Yeah. So the problem is the 5 in California just offset the 5 in Texas, but 2 or 3 other red states have already dished up another 4 or 5, and they're saying they're going to end up with 10 or 15 before it's all said and done.
Yeah. And the map I do have up is CNN. That I couldn't find it. No, not CNN. Who is it? Shit, did I lose it? Oh, I think I closed it. It was showing Virginia and New York staying blue. But so some of the key gubernatorial races is, and I don't think it's going to happen in Virginia because it's not close enough. New Jersey is very, very close. And before I came down here, like 5:30, they were saying that Chitterelli was gaining ground, closing the gap. They said, and I think it's like a 1 to 2% gap now between the two of them. So that means it's a turnout election, like they've been saying for the past several days. So if not everyone turns out that wants to vote gets out there in time, that the wrong person is going to get in there. So hopefully everyone's out there. You got about 15 minutes. I'm so blessed, Joe. My voting palace or voting place is kitty corner for me. It's right across the street. It's directly on the block, kitty corner from my block, and halfway up the block. It's a church. I walk over there, boom, in out. I'm done. I was the only one in there for like 5 minutes. It was awesome.
Well, down here in Mississippi, it's not too bad because the way they got the votes scattered out, it's there's more voting places. I mean, there's not as many people down here. It's not like in New Orleans. When New Orleans was at its height, when it was almost just 1 million people in the city and another 2 million around it, waiting to vote was a thing. Matter of fact, they would have parties like at apartment complexes would have like pool house parties, and they would bring in a voting machine in there so people could sit and wait, and they'd had their favorite Saints player there or some shit just to keep people from voting. You vote.
Up here, it's like no wait. During the presidential election, I think there was 4 people in line in front of me. The only reason why it had a line is here in Pennsylvania, they give you a little slip. You print your name, you pull off that slip, you hand that slip with your ID. You must have your ID to vote, and it must be a valid ID. Hand that over to the lady. She will find your name in a book. You sign. She'll hand you back your ID and a ballot. Bada bing, bada bam, you're out. I mean, I literally was in there less than 10 minutes. I think that altogether, walking there and back, maybe 20.
Well, see, and that's the way it should be. It should be fast and simple. It shouldn't be a bunch of headaches to go vote, but there should be an ID involved. And the Democrats were squawking about something yesterday about IDs isn't fair, IDs isn't this, IDs isn't that. And the black lady they were using for an example, she said, "What are you saying? All black people are stupid? We can't get an ID?" She got offended. I mean, she seriously got offended. She was like, "Well, what are you trying to say? We can't, we're too stupid to get our own IDs?" And the guy's like, "Well, no, I didn't mean it." Like he said, it kind of sounded like that to me. He said, "That's kind of what I got out of that, my friend."
Some people can flip even the most innocent thing to the worst, X-rated, slanderous thing you could ever think of. One of my favorite jokes is, what's the the worst thing said in the Star Wars series?
In the Star Wars, I have no idea.
The worst thing ever said in the Star Wars series is Emperor Palpatine asks Darth Vader, "Are you sure your son is on that moon?" And Vader turns to him and says, "Yes, I have felt him." So that's pretty graphic.
Well, that's the way you took that, man. Only Jay would take that as a pervert thing.
Depends on exactly. It's in the. It all depends on the context. That's the context of it. If you understand the context of the movie, he's felt his presence through extra sensory Jedi powers. But if you don't know the series and you take it out of context, it sounds like the father just pedophiled his son. So,
I mean, after all, he is Darth Vader. I mean, come on.
Darth Vader stands for Dark Father.
That maybe he's like what's that guy, the prince over there in England, Andrew? Maybe he's like Prince Andrew or something.
Oh yeah,
he got away with it 90% of his life, but now all of a sudden, guess what? Not so much anymore.
Yeah, he's realizing that the error of his ways, he can't play like that no more if he wants to be a regular Joe.
Well, I know they threw him out of the palace. They threw him out of his house. They took his titles away from him. I haven't heard anything about his money yet, but I'm sure.
No, in fact, they just was it earlier this year? They moved out to, was it Kent? They said something like that, or Windsor. Some country home the family has out in the countryside there.
I remember. I do remember hearing he moved because I know he was at the cottage thing, and everybody was mad at him because he was letting it get run down and stuff, and they moved him out of there. And I never remembered hearing where he went. And then I heard, and then they said something about how many of a teddy bears he's got to have on his bed. All right, look, guys, don't take this the wrong way, okay? Because I'm sure I'm going to offend somebody when I say this, but if you're a guy and you have 36 teddy bears on your bed or more, one, that means you're sleeping alone because your old lady ain't going to put up with that shit. Two, there's something probably wrong with you that you've got to have that many teddy bears on your bed. And if you have to snuggle with them, you really need to have your personal issues checked on.
That's
it's just friendly. I mean, we could probably go deeper here, but I'm going to be nice and try not to. But I mean, you got to.
Yeah, I mean, look, literally, I have, and I'm going to be honest, they're not on my bed. I have exactly, I believe, 3 teddy bears from when I was a child. My mom, when I was born, thought I looked like Charlie Brown. So I have a Charlie Brown, like a pillow soft thingy of Charlie Brown. I have a Berenstain, I think it's a Berenstain or Stein. I don't know. It's a fancy teddy bear. It's brown, and I think one of the ears is ripped off. And then I have Benjamin Bunny, who was one of the characters from Beatrix Potter's, Jackrabbit stories. And they're just plush toys that my mom gave me when I was very, very little. And some of them are, the Charlie Brown one is at least 60 years old. Because I'm at least 60 years old. And just for no reason, just sentimental value is the reason why I have them. And that's it. They're in a box somewhere upstairs, they're not displayed. Well, actually, I think Charlie Brown might be down here somewhere. I have to find him. I think he's one of the ones that's out of the box.
It's my son still has the main one. I think he got when he was tiny. Actually, you know what? It's actually in one of my closets now, I believe. It's I remember seeing it in my house. He was a Mr. Bear. He had him forever, but now he's got a full-grown Mrs. Bear wife, so he don't have to have no No, baby bear, I guess. I have no idea.
But the sentimental
Those
value of some of
pieces
those
matter,
things that you had when you were young. I mean, so I wasn't great with all of my toys, but as I got older, I realized some of the ones that I wanted to keep. I started buying two of one I can take out and one I leave in the box. But I haven't been collecting as much as I should have. So,
Well, a
but
lot of people like to collect different things. I mean, I used to have
I've collected
collections
all
of
kinds of
everything.
stuff over the
Yeah,
years.
I did too. I used to have collections of everything, and then I finally said, "Okay, enough of this."
We did coins, beer cans, stamps. Shit, what else? Baseball cards, football cards, wacky packages. Remember wacky packages? They were like baseball cards, but with like goofy, advertisements and goofy, product mashups on them.
I remember when my son was collecting Star Wars Generations when it first came out. So he's got all of them plus a bunch of the foil cards and stuff. They're sitting there talking.
Yeah.
What he almost killed his mom. He had these Pokemon, these very special Pokemon cards he got. Each one back then was probably worth $1,000, and she tossed them. I think today they'd probably be worth probably about $15,000 a piece. He's like, Mom, I could have went to college for that. She gives her shit about it. The bad part is he had forgotten he even had things until it's like anything in this trash. It's always, I got this thing in the house. I'm like, look, I put it there. I know it's there. Leave it there.
My mother was a baseball card collector enthusiast when she was a girl, and my grandmother, when my mother was in college in D.C., dating my father, my grandmother, my nanny, went up to the attic and found my mother's collection of 1930s and 40s era baseball cards, like first gen Mickey Mantles, first rookie card for Babe Ruth, extreme cards now that are worth $65, $70, $100,000 per card. And my grandmother found these gems, these what would be now very, very lucrative items to sell on the market, and threw them away.
So it happens, man.
Lickety split, blam, in the trash. And my mother reflected on that some years later. She's like, damn it, I was just for some reason, I think what it was happened in the 80s. One of the cards she actually had, and I think it was a Mickey Mantle, went up at Christie's or one of the auction houses and like sold at auction for like $65,000 or $80,000. And she's like, God damn it, I had one of those cards. And then she went and reflected, like, man, I had like 3 of those. And then she's like, I had 2 of this guy and 5 of this dude and one of the, so she had an idea of what her collection was worth. And just as she had 3 Mickey Mantles, that's $180,000 right there. Blam.
It happens all the time to people too, man. I mean, shit gets tossed, thrown away. I had a really rare collection of. It was paper money that over the years I just stumbled across. When I was like going through school and stuff and working nights when I was in the Navy at convenience stores, like people, especially in some of these rich neighborhoods, used to bring in their kids would bring in rolls of silver quarters, weird dollars and coins. So you could only give them face value. Some of these things were worth it. This one kid brought in was 50. It was a 50 thing of silver certificates, uncut. I said, "What do you want?" He said, I just need the $50. I said, "For that, sure, no problem." And it was still in the little plastic frame thing. I just put it behind the counter and left it there for a while. And said, if anybody comes in because of their kid, contact me. And nobody ever came looking for him. So I said,
and this was at a pawn shop?
No, I was working at a convenience store. I was actually covering for one of my employees who had took the night off. And
I see. Okay.
And I think it came at, I don't know, the guy gave me $5,000 for it from the auction house. I was like, well, that's cool. Then I had an employee one time. She got herself in trouble. She came in with this diamond ring. She said, I need $100. I said, can you just hold on to this so I can pay you back? I said, sure, whatever. So I gave her $100. Like 2 weeks later, she quit and never seen her again. Ring was $5,600.
How much?
5,600.
She left that much collateral.
That must have been shit. She didn't know what she had. She
left
didn't.
that much
She
collateral.
probably didn't even know if it was real or not. Oh man, people get desperate sometimes. But some of the, in the early days before I got in business for myself, when I was out of the Navy and fighting around deciding what I wanted to do with my life, I tried my hands at a lot of things. The thing of it is, I was good at a lot of things, but yeah, most of it just wasn't. How can I say this? Well, I didn't realize one. I can't. Most of it wasn't exciting enough. Well, it's not even exciting. It's not the right word. It wasn't fulfilling enough. It was, it was just one of those things. I remember, I was doing something and I was really, really bored. I was kind of semi-retired, and we had just moved up to the coast, and I was just bored out of my mind. So, I'd been sitting on my ass for about 3 years, and a friend of mine managed a McDonald's restaurant at pizza. He said, "Hey, why don't you come open with me in the morning? We can chit chat and get high and do whatever, It's like, and I got to tell you, the dude was making, he got 175 a year plus bonus. But since it was a beach store, it always had huge bonuses. He was coming close to some years, almost $750,000 between bonuses and salary and some other stuff they give you for doing other things. But, I mean, we're talking 30, 35 years ago. That's buku money. I mean, that's buku today. That'd be, drawing.
What does the city manager pull in? They must be pulling in, 25, $250,000 with bonuses in a store like that.
Well, a good assistant, the assistants I think started at 36,000 and went up. Well, if you want a shitty store, probably about 25,000.
Yeah, but if your manager is bringing in,
oh no. So
$750,000 bonuses, you're probably getting $250,000 bonus.
So if you're an assistant, you do get a bonus, and if you're what they call a flawless assistant, you can get up to 2% of your boss's bonus.
Nice. He pays out of his, or they pay?
No, he pays out of
what
his.
he got.
No, because what they do, he pays out his because they already know what's going to happen, so they kind of like beef the bonus up they're giving to the old, whoever's running a place, because he knows that this person or she knows that this person is going to get that little extra oomph. Well, Jimmy, if you just work in an everyday McDonald's store, most of the managers make between 55 and 85,000 a year, and assistants start around 25 and go up to about 45. If you're in a good store, like if you have a Mardi Gras store or a beach store or a store that's a really busy area where there's intersections and all, you can make far more than that. You can have starting salaries of $250,000, bonuses anywhere up to $500,000 to $1 million. Yeah, because the stores are making buku money. See, the store on the beach in 1992 was making $3 million a month. That's unheard of back then.
Well, I have a comparison for you. I think it was the 90s, and maybe late 80s. They did a study, and I don't know if they used Papa John's. I think they might have used either Pizza Hut or Domino's, one of those two. I think it was Domino's. It was Domino's. So a starting manager, and they used the city of DC. The starting managers in DC stores for Domino's franchise were starting out at $90,000 a year, and then of course there are bonuses on top of that. And they also did a study on how they were so profitable, and the reason why this is again late 80s, early 90s. A large 12-inch, they only did 12-inch pie, not a 16-inch. Their large 12-inch pie back then cost them 90 cents. One plain pizza, cheese, sauce, dough, spices, cooking, in and out of the oven cost them 90 cents. 90 cents. Less than $1. It cost them to make the same pizza they sold to you at that time for $7.99.
So we were talking about
800% profit. It's all profit. You really can't fail if you're in a strong area. Then the comparison to that same level, Domino's manager in a store in a lower market would start at $60,000. So there's a large, you've got to be in the right location, right place, in a good busy area, just like you said. Otherwise, it's like a 9-to-5 slave wage job.
Yeah, it's well, what was it? What the hell they called Pizza Inn or something? we used to go in there and get a pitcher of beer, a pizza, and some sides. I think it was $5. And we'd sit there and play Missile Command for hours on end. Missile Command, Asteroids, and something else, Defender. And we'd play one of the three of them. And they actually had Missile Command with these little mini tables or the bar top table.
Yeah, the
So,
two
yeah,
players.
so you could eat and play at the same time if you wanted to. It's no, we and when I was in the Navy, when I was in tech school, we did a lot of that. I mean, sitting in the offices, I wasn't an officer then, it was a damn enlistment then. That came much later on. But anyway, well, not much later on, about a year later, but regardless, we just sitting there and man, pizzas, they had some badass pizzas anywhere from $1. If you bought a $5 pizza, it was a monster pizza. It had every possible thing you can think of it, and double, even triple some stuff. $3 was a large pepperoni pizza. Their personal pan was 10 inches. And then they had a medium for 12 and a large for 16. And then they had what they called the dorm room pizza, which was 36. It was 36 inches, yeah.
I remember
the
80s, even worse than that. I mean, we've talked about this the other shows. Big Mac meal, large, fries and a Coke, was with a $5 bill. You got back 80 some change. It was $4.24 for the meal. It is right now currently, I think they're still running that special. It's like $7 for the meal, so it's pretty much double. But when that special isn't running, it's like $11-12 for a large Big Mac meal, fries and Coke. I just looked up. I was going to go to AMC because they're doing the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. In the 80s, a movie cost you, and if you went to the matinees before 6 p.m., they cost you $4. If you went after, they cost you $6. So it wasn't that bad. A bucket of popcorn cost you $2.50, and a large Coke cost you $2.50. Just the tickets to get in to see Back to the Future 40th anniversary rerun in the theaters without popcorn and a drink was $21 for me and Diane if we got senior tickets. And we're both seniors.
No, you senior, you little puppy, you're
hey,
not,
it's offered there. It says if you're 60 or older, you get tickets. So but then on top of that, they have a Back to the Future. It's a car. It's the DeLorean, and the doors open up, and two buckets slide out, and you can put your popcorn in it, and that's $50 if you want that. And I kind of do. And then they have it's bad. It lights up, dude.
He's a fucking geek, man.
The wheels flip over, the lights come
on. I'm not giving you shit. I probably would too.
There's two little buckets that slide out, so you can put it between you and your girl, and you can both have your own. So she's not stealing your popcorn, and you're not stealing hers. And then they have a tumbler, I think a 32 ounce or 64 ounce. I don't know if it's plastic or one of those glass metal things that keeps it cold forever. And then that's another, like, I think $30. So if you were to do that, to get the collector's mug and the collector's car popcorn tin, you're talking another $80. So it's $100. $100 for something that costs less than $15 when I was a kid.
Well, it's part of the experience. I noticed they got
it's not part of the experience, dude. It's called gutting, or what? It's
called. We got these dummy geek Star Trek freaky people. We're gonna get some money out of them. That's what it's called. It's I never did understand why the Star Wars hotel or the Star Trek hotel didn't make it long term.
The Star Trek hotel did last a long time, but the reason why it lasted longer is that underneath of it had the Star Trek experience, which was also, you could buy official shirts and uniforms and cosplay, which I hate that freaking word.
Well, I don't know.
But they had the whole.
I was reading on the two hotels
atmosphere underneath for like 5 years. I think that hotel ran.
Yeah, well, I was reading what goes on inside the hotels, and the Star Trek one actually sounded like it was more fun than the Star Wars ones. Don't worry, I like both of them. I'm not hating. This isn't a hate thing, people. They were both going to be fun no matter what. But it seemed like the Star Trek one was a little bit more organized on what was going on. Now there was some cool things about.
They fired it up at in Florida first. My parents and I, we went to the other park, not Disney, the other one, the movie park, and they had the Back to the Future ride. They had a Spider-Man ride. They had changed the Cylon ride with the flood to like something with like a monkeys, a giant gorilla attacking the city. But they also had this experience where we went. My mom and dad and I did this. We made a video, and I think it's on VHS. But they gave us the movie generation costumes, and we sat on a green screen area, and it looked like the bridge of the Enterprise A. And we did like a little scenario, like a 15-minute thing on video, and they filmed it, gave us the tape, and that was it. And that experience was available at the Star Trek experience, and they had the bridges for the original Enterprise and I think the Next Generation Enterprise, and you could put on the uniforms, and they would film little like quick 15-minute Star Trek scenes that they would give you a souvenir DVD or VHS tape to go home with.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of cool
that's why
stuff.
it was so popular.
But I was watching. What I did was they had made some movies of I wouldn't call them movies, but people were recording the stuff inside in both of them. And the Star Trek stuff just seemed to be more spontaneous, less rehearsed. It was the Star Wars stuff seemed to be a lot of fun. Look, like I said, I wouldn't hate on either one. I'd go to either one of them. They both looked like they were going to be a lot of fun anyway it went. But
I would have certainly if the economy was good and I had the money to do it.
They weren't the first time I looked at them. The first time I looked at both of them, they weren't that expensive. I was really surprised because I was expecting to see.
Okay, you're staying there and being there wasn't that what it was the getting there. Flying there still was back then and still is expensive.
Well, see, I learned something lately. Well, not lately, a while back about flying. It's all about your comfort levels, what you want to do. So you can fly almost anywhere in this country for under $400, round trip, by the way. I've flown out to LA a couple of times for right around that.
Oh, from where you are, it's a little closer. For me, it's always at least $700 or $800.
Well, yeah, if you're flying from where you're at to LA, yeah, you're probably looking. You could probably get unseated coach for about $650.
It's a whole week's paycheck just to fly one person.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. You get it for about $650, but you're not going to get it cheaper than that, unless you just catch some weird freaky deal.
Or you have miles. Yeah, you have miles or something.
Well, you got miles. Yeah. What are you talking about, Jess? So, no. Who said that? Jesse. Well, yeah. Okay, I got rules about flying. I will fly coach, only for very special reasons, and that's just sometimes conferences and lecture places because they're paying me well. You want to cut them a little break. Now, most places, like if I'm going out to do TV stuff, they fly me coach. You can find me business, or I'm not coming. Nope.
The only thing that I can say about air travel is one time before I die, I want to fly first class on a 747 before they retire that series because it's got the double deck, so you can go upstairs to the bar.
You'll never get off the fucking plane. I didn't want to get off. You never get off the damn plane. I didn't want to get off. First time I ever did, I was like,
I've heard that experience.
Well, because now it's even better because now they got these little things that like little cubbies with little beds in them. You get all snuggle in there. It's got a little thing that closes in. People they used to have these old boxes that had these, or the kind of desks that had the pull down fronts on them. Was kind of like a door like that pulls around, like kind of zips you into your area. It's cool as hell. They got every amenity you can think of, and it's all in there. You don't have to ask for any of it. And you can order anything you want, your food, booze, anything from the screen right there where you're sitting. Oh, it's too much. You got individual air conditioning.
But they just unveiled a huge fleet of them. I forget the quantity, but it was a big number, like 300. Something like that of these planes, and they have those not quite as advanced as that. It wasn't where you could close up like separate yourself from anyone around you, but you wouldn't be spilling onto the guy next to you in most of the seats that you get on planes these days.
Yeah.
So if you any normal sized person though, that's not so bad. You rub shoulders, but you get some people that are very very large. They spill over onto your side, and there's nothing you can do about that. So, These new seats, I think, eliminate that for the most part.
Oh, Jack, yeah, I've flown 727s a couple times, Coach. What do you mean? Oh no, because people. Let me come on. We need a break. Can you help us out? Because Coach cost them like $500, whereas business cost them about $1,500. Well, no, I just make up for it. Well, no, it really gives you expense accounts. So different things when you go different places, depending on how long you're going to be somewhere, what you're doing, or you're going to be doing entertaining on their budget because you're doing work for them, stuff like that. So all of that comes into play. Yeah, well, no, I ain't spending my damn money. What are you, crazy? Look, those days are over. I used to, don't even get me started on how much money I spent in ufology and travel. Just don't. You don't even go there. I spent enough that I could be fully retired and sitting on my ass for the rest of my days. I was just leave that subject alone. Oh yeah. Actually, since we segued a little bit, this tomorrow we'll be talking about Elon Musk. Yes, people, and then I think Saturday we'll be talking about. Is it Saturday? I have to check and see. I think it is Saturday.
So Friday we're talking Elon Musk, or Wednesday?
No, tomorrow we're going to be talking about Elon Musk.
Okay, that's Wednesday.
And really, what we're going to be talking about more than anything is just his companies. I kind of just want to break down for everybody what his companies actually are. People are confused about Elon. They just think he's a billionaire out to make a lot of money, which he is. But he's got far more in his mind than making money, people.
He wants off the planet.
He wants control of Mars and because let me explain this. He controls Mars, controls the asteroid belt. And he controls the asteroid belt, controls, well, the solar system. Because that's where everything's going to start coming from within 20 years.
If the U.S. government allows him to go as he is right now, unchecked, he could have. I mean, I don't know what we have as our space fleet is concerned, but if they allow him to keep going, he could have something better than our space fleet inside of 10 years.
He wants. I mean, he's not playing around, guys. He wants to colonize Mars, and he wants to colonize Mars the way he wants to. That's why he wants it to be his fleet. He wants to control the fleet going.
What's he going to do with all those satellites that are around here on Earth? Is he going to Drax out on everybody and zap the Earth with a laser virus?
He's still going to have family and friends. He wants Earth to be happy. He just wants off the bitch before somebody blows it up.
Hey, look, if he's gone megalomaniac, he may not give a shit who he leaves behind.
Well, no, by the time he gets to Mars and gets everything set up, he'll be in his 70s. So it'll be a little extract we're going to have to worry about.
Unless he has found a way to get immortality.
Well, living on Mars is going to add at least 30, 40 years to his life because,
Well, we'd also got to get that Johnson & Johnson double pill that turns your telomeres on and knocks your kidneys back 20 or 30 years.
I know. Put that out there. Well, he might already have it knowing him.
That's what I'm saying. He may already have that technology.
He's on his way, and he'll be living there where his joints and heart and lungs all don't get worried. He may never come back to Earth again. Who knows? He may find another planet to go to.
Speaking of the,
he's supposed to be building.
We're going to start seeing some election results here coming up. I've been trying to find some maps, but there aren't any out there yet. I found an interesting movie that I watched this afternoon called Moonfall with Patrick Wilson and Halle Berry. The guy who played Star-Lord, Guardians of the Galaxy, that dude. So the premise is that the moon is hollow, that there's a white dwarf star in the center of it, and that a structure was built around it to resemble a moon called a megastructure. And this AI intelligence destroyed the civilization that built that device, and they had destroyed all of them but the one, which is our moon, and they finally find it in this movie and try to destroy it. It was very Armageddon-like. I mean, there's some very it's unlike, so not questionably parallels the Armageddon movie. But it was pretty cool. It was a neat premise, and I was like, "Wow, what if there is? I mean, what are they using for a power source? If that's a space station, what's the power source? What if they have a white dwarf star, in the middle? Maybe that's why it's so close, and it does so much damage to our oceans. Well, or just has so much effect on our oceans because it's denser than it actually really is.
Well, you got to wonder exactly I mean, you got. Oh, sorry. You got to truly wonder exactly what it is we've gotten ourselves into with this moon. People say all the time, "Well, it was man made, it was human made." Well, it could be any of the above. Let's be honest.
In the premise of
But-
this movie, I hope it's not a spoiler. This movie came out 3 years ago, but the moon was built by our ancestors who were destroyed by this AI that they had invented. The AI went rogue and killed everybody. And just before they killed everybody, they built these moons, artificial moons, and they sent them out to the galaxy. But before they could send them all out, the AI found them. One got away, and but they destroyed the others. So the AI's been searching for this one moon, our moon, and they find it.
You know,
and then they find out that it wasn't built by aliens, but it was built by us as our answer. So it's a very neat premise. I mean, it really is a very cool idea.
No, actually, Johnny, I think I remember seeing that actually a ways back before time began and stuff like that. Oh, you mean? Well, look, let's look at it like this: the New York thing, real quick, because I want to get back to something else. But New York thing is funny in the fact that if Como and the Republican guy wouldn't have ran, Eric would have probably beat him. But regardless, if the redheaded guy, if the redhead guy would have the angel guy wouldn't have ran,
Curtis Sliwa.
Yeah, then Como would have probably won. Trump helped him with his endorsement. He went up in points. And one other major contestants before we get any more, why I have not heard on any news media anywhere in New York, why are we putting a Muslim in charge of New York after a Muslim destroyed the Twin Towers? Because it's all the same thing to them. There's no interchanging. There is no separation of religion from church from religion. It's all the same thing to them. Civilization and religion is all the same thing. And that's not how America works. So why haven't we heard that on the news media anywhere? It's kind of scary. They want this guy in there. The powers that be want this to happen.
Yeah.
You can tell it feels prearranged.
Almost all of the news media, even the left-leaning blue medias in the legacy medias are saying the same thing. They're saying that the Democratic Party wants to swing this with it. This is the new face of the Democratic Party. If this guy wins, which appears to be very likely, even in the wake of the last couple of videos that came out where he's bashing the police and talking bad about Jewish people, it seems that this is what they want.
It's just got to wonder, people. That's all I can tell you.
It's freaking bizarre.
It's
and the only people that are calling him a communist are Donald Trump and maybe a couple others. Everyone else is calling him a democratic socialist. What he sounds like he wants to do to New York is he wants to invoke all these free policies, free bus, free food, free fare, free blah, 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 blah. But he also seems like he's going to seize property and abduct money from the rich in order to do what he wants to do.
Yeah, well, he's going to have a lot of help to get that done. He
if
can't
he,
just go around doing
does
it.
that or attempts to do
mayors
that,
don't get executive orders.
Hmm?
I said mayors don't get executive orders, so they're going to have to get everything passed.
They have something similar. They got something similar.
Yeah, but they can't go taxing without an election or without the council saying so.
No, that's what I'm saying. If he pulls it off, which it's going to be nearly impossible, but if he does pull it off, that's going to be the first act of communism in this country.
Yeah, well, actually, there's a couple things that will happen if he can manage to do anything. There's a couple of things that will happen. One, you'll start seeing businesses leave New York by the droves. Then, if it looks like he's going to stay on this reckless course and defund everybody, you'll start to see Wall Street slowly but surely transferring whatever's not in Texas to Texas. So I don't know. It's a dangerous game for New York. What I don't understand is that citizens in New York that stupid. They don't understand that they're risking their livelihood against a city like Houston or Dallas, because those cities are catching up with New York now. And we already know Texas is quite a bit larger than New York in population these days, at least 8 or 9 million. So I'm thinking, are they not paying attention to what's going on in the rest of the nation? Because this guy goes communism. I mean, you start losing your businesses and your Wall Street. What else does New York have, people? Other than that, it's just violence and crime and disgust. Good luck with all you liberals out there. That's all I got to say. I'm just grateful I don't live in that place. It's not going to be a happy place to live. I would actually wager money on how his career is going to go. If something else don't happen, so you never know, he might get indicted or something. You never know what might happen. Stuff are coming out now. So, it says, and you know why he's got connections to Hamas. They were just saying that today on the news. That his mom was praising a Hamas leader and stuff, a Palestinian Hamas leader and stuff. And I'm like, oh, great.
Well, I mean, but he was also seen speaking to I don't know if it was a pro-Hamas group, but it was a Muslim group. And he said something to the words to the effect of, if the New York City's boots are on your throat, they've been laced up by the IDF, by the Israeli Defense Forces.
Yeah. Well, he better watch out there.
Who gives a shit if they've learned how to fight crime using martial techniques that the
I'm just curious to who's voting for this guy.
Huh?
So I'm just curious to who's voting for this guy. I mean, I know Cuomo's a piece of shit. See, that's the problem. I mean, that's how you know this was done. Eric's numbers were too low. The Republican never had a chance, and Cuomo, frankly, has got too much baggage. I mean,
well, I think also there was some late administrative scandals there in the news on Adams that I think that's really what lost him the race.
Well, he was always in trouble. The only reason he didn't go to jail the first time
that's really what it was. Those few scandals, pretty the ones at the end. I don't forget what the scandals were, but there were 2 or 3 of them that plagued him, and they were probably false anyway. But it was just those accusations were enough to swing popularity towards another direction, and he was going to lose anyway. He was smart and got out early, and they were talking to both Sliwa and Cuomo were talking about this just the last few days. They're like, we should have said, why don't you be my general, attorney general or vice governor or something. Had those two merged when Adams got out, I don't think Zohan would have won.
Well, no, because Cuomo's pulling around 36%, and the other boy is pulling around 24%. So they had the margin.
But Cuomo was still by himself right now. It was 14 points. The last time I saw it he was at least 14 points below Mamdani.
Yeah, I noticed that too. But I noticed from some of the other polls they had it much closer when those commercials started coming out about him blowing up the Twin Towers and stuff. But see, that should have been the whole election. Why are you putting a Muslim in charge of New York City? What are you doing? So what tells me about America is, first off, people have not taken the time to educate themselves about anything.
Hey,
you would know that Muslims, their religion and their religion and society is the same thing to them. That's why they have Sharia law.
And I don't think he's going to be able to pull that off. But I mean, just think about what if he was to invoke Sharia law in the city of New York. There would be an open revolt.
You wouldn't even have to worry about it. Trump would send the troops in. Poof, they would be there tomorrow.
Hi, Heidi.
There'd be Trumps. There would be troops in the Trumps. I mean, Trumps in the troops in the streets. Yeah, it would be a bad thing. What do you mean? No, we're all moving out to California, man. Yeah, all 3 of us.
Mexico.
Hey, Sean, you didn't get the memo, man. You're supposed to wear red.
We rented a
we both got red shirts on.
Well, Sean used the block for gold to rent us a place.
Cool.
Highway 1, yeah. So we're gonna
if I stand way back, Sean, and squint, it looks red.
Yep.
Yeah.
Squint.
Okay. Wait. We don't want to see that, man. That's just ugly. Come on now. We all gonna go live in the little house on top of the roof in Hollywood, right?
No, yeah. I thought we were going to Canada.
Hey, Z, what's up? Z-Mon. What's up, Z-Mon? Z-Mon.
It's Z-Son, actually.
I'm just saying Z-Mon, man. I'm adding here. It's where's my messenger go? It was bleeping all over a minute ago. Where the hell did it go? Oh, well,
I don't know. It's your computer.
It'll show up. Yeah, it'll show up. It'll
somebody will
click something and go, oh, hello, how you doing? Yeah, It's
So did
man, this computer.
Maldani, whatever that guy's name, win? Is he winning? One?
Last I heard, there wasn't no Republicans winning. It's,
Well, the one map that I found, I can't find it now. The one map that I did find that looked like it was interactive for this current election, and there doesn't seem to be anything else out there like the last one. They were showing Virginia and New Jersey were going to stay blue, but the news was reporting, and I didn't chance to see all the stations, but they were saying that Citarelli for New Jersey was gaining speed, gaining ground on his Democratic opponent. And so it's like a 1% to 2%. You know, if the turnout rate for Republicans outweighs the Democrats, he'll win.
That would be nice. But Carolyn, no Republicans were supposed to win today. So I was listening to the USA Today and one of the other media, blue media, is going, "Oh, this will tell us right here if the Democrats have a chance." And the one guy sitting there, he's a Democrat. And the other, he's just sitting there, he's listening to these three stupids go on and on and on and on USA Today. And he looks over at him. He said, "They're supposed to win them." He said, "If it's close, which it looks like it's going to be in 2 races, that means they're going to be in a lot of shit in 2026." He said, "What is it with you?" He kept looking at him. He's like, "What is wrong?" He said, "Look how close these races are. This should be a runaway." Y'all saying how much we all hate Donald Trump. It don't look like they hate Donald Trump to me. And then the guy on, what was it, CNN, or is it, no, it was in NBC. He's going on and on. The guy just looks over me. He says, "Well, last I checked, the Virginia race was too close to call, and the other race was too close to call." And he said both of them were supposed to be a landslide for Democrats. He said so. I'm not feeling there's a blue wave. That's how he said it, actually. A blue wave. And he said he didn't think there's going to be no blue wave in 2026 either, unless something changes. What do you mean why I think Virginia's good? Because Virginia's blue. It's been blue for every now and then some red sneaks in there, but for the most part, it's been blue for a long time.
That's what the key races are. Is you got deep blue New Jersey, deep blue Virginia. New Jersey is closer to flipping red than Virginia. I think Virginia, it's a 14-point difference between the Republican and Democratic leading.
And wait, this tells you something about your sick friends. What this Democrat person said about killing her.
Jay Jones. He's up for attorney general. And he wants his opponent to be shot in the head twice and his children to die in their mother's arms. And then afterwards, he goes and pisses on their grave and dances a jig.
And if he wins, that's serious? Yes. You did be serious. Yes. I don't even know how he's eligible to run.
And it is odd, though, but it is something he said 3 years ago, or 2 years ago in 2023. So it's not like he said it, during this election period, but he still said it.
It should be on every newspaper. It should be everywhere.
That's something you say when you're extremely pissed at someone, and you say it under your breath in a room by yourself, so no one hears you wish someone dead and their family.
But that tells you that's what the Democrats are voting for. That's what they're voting for.
That's the agenda they're pushing. Yes.
Yes, let's kill everybody. Michael, last I heard there was 2 women running in Virginia. A Republican woman.
Yeah, blonde hair girl. She's
the current
Democrat woman.
The current incumbent governor and the incumbent assistant governor are fighting each other.
Yeah, she's a blonde hair girl, and she's a real bitch.
Yes,
she is.
It's I don't know.
The other lady has a hyphenated name, but she seems to be a pretty nice lady.
I wonder if Joe hears me. He hasn't said hello to me at all today. Joe has not said hello to me at all today. Jeez.
Who ain't said? I said hello like 5 times. See, man, you better get those ears fixed, buddy. Oh my God! I said hi to you when I seen you come in. Lord have mercy. No more drugs for Sean. He's cut off, y'all. Cut his ass off. He's healed now.
Maybe we should feed him more drugs so he gets.
That's it. His ass is healed. He ain't getting no more damn drugs. He's cut off. It's
Yeah, I'm drug free.
So
but don't forget everybody out there. Hold Hold on, let me say that I got my show coming on at 8:10, so I'm going to be leaving here.
I
What's that?
voted.
You voted. Good job.
Did you do?
I did.
There was a thing on my. Did you on the back of yours? Did you see the thing for I think they were all Democratic judges. It said, "Should this guy stay as a judge?" And I didn't say which one they were, Republican or Democrat. So I said yes to the one female and no to everybody else. Right down the board.
They were all Democrats. They were all Democrats on the judge.
That's what I thought. So I just
And they
said
all
no to
hate
every single
Donald Trump.
female. I figured the female would be less of a pain in the ass than the other ones, but you never know.
I don't know about all that now.
Yeah, she could be another Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. You'd be one of them mad Karens on the loose, man. No, Jesse.
Well, that
Karen
blonde from Virginia was mad Karen.
You know, it's a shame that poor
chick
Karens get labeled like that. You know, somebody with the poor name of Karen got labeled. They're just evil effing Karens.
Yeah.
Obviously,
it's kind of a retail thing. I mean, you know, like 86 is more of a restaurant kind of a term. 86 and in the weeds or on the ropes. Well, on the ropes is also a boxing term, but we use it in the restaurant business when you're extremely swamped. You call yourself in the weeds or you're on the ropes. Yeah, it's weird, Heidi. I've been looking for different kinds of results and all kinds of stuff, but
it's pretty tight tonight. There's not a lot out there. They're doing end of in the night kind of thing is what they're doing.
Hey Steve, what's happening, man?
What's up, Steve?
Yeah, that's what they're doing, like in the night kind of thing.
I don't know. I'm just getting my juices are being pumped up right now because we're back talking politics, man. We're talking politics. This is great.
Yes,
this is great.
And Sean's not supposed to be, no, man, you can't be talking politics. Oh, we got to get Sean tonight off. I forgot. He's still healing.
Sean's got his show.
Yeah, we can't be letting him talk about politics. Maybe he might pop a blood vessel.
No. I will be on at 8:10 p.m. tonight.
Oh, I don't know, man. I might have to intervene. I'm feeling the need to intervene. What do you think, Jay? I'm thinking we need intervention here tonight. I'm thinking.
I think we need to hijack your show and do election results right through it.
Yeah, I think we might have to do intervention tonight, man. Who comes on after him?
Heidi,
double intervention.
Heidi,
I hope you leave food porn, but some good porn would
deal with Heidi, buddy. They're going to take my show away tonight. So they're going to take my show off tonight. Kevin, come on, dudes. You don't want to mess with
Heidi's wishing they would sprinkle some good porn. I hope she meant food porn, but good porn would be acceptable as well.
I think that's what she meant.
No, I am not touching this with 5-foot pole.
That's what she meant.
Maybe a 3-foot pole, but not a 5-foot. I don't know what the hell you talking about, Christopher.
I don't know.
I'm just reading stuff while we're talking. I'm just seeing
something good in the news. There she is. There's another one of my backups. There you go.
Oh, you're gonna need more than just 2 backups, man. I'll call Michelle on your ass.
Go ahead. Call her.
I got Michelle's number right here, man. I just say call. Don't watch. Call me. No, don't. It's already calling her number, man. You can watch this fucking phone.
Hey, Vet Girl, get the coffee ready, sweetie. Get the coffee ready. There you go.
Man, I'll be saying coffee. Shut the fuck up with the coffee thing. I like drinking coffee when I'm on air.
Yeah. Oh, good news, by the way. I still have a kidney stone. Actually, there's a bunch of it. One is still moving, but it's stuck. But there's a new study out of, I was going to say Australia, but it's Atlanta, from the Atlanta Urologist Society or Urology Journal. Iced tea is still very, very bad for people who make kidney stones, but coffee is not. So I'm going back to coffee.
That don't even make any sense. I've been drinking. Everybody in the South drinks tea. And everybody in the South drinks tea, man.
I drank tea my whole life as a kid. Yeah.
What I'm saying, it don't seem to bother none of us, none.
I love tea.
Yeah. Well, you don't. Your kidneys don't make.
He gets kidney
stones. Your kidneys don't make kidney stones. Mine do.
Hey Jay,
so I got to drink. Huh?
Hey Jay, how come they didn't explode your kidney stone yet? They usually do that.
No, they don't
Well,
like doing lithotripsy anymore, whatever it's called. They
they still do. But the reason is on the last X-ray, there's the X-ray was the stone that's in my that's passing was in front of another stone that's deeper in the kidney, and so they were positive that the sonar wouldn't be able to read it as easily, and they might miss it. So they're going to go in the other way.
okay. All right.
Well, you see, my doctors, I got a good doctor because I got a 12. That's probably about a 14 millimeter on one side, and it was a 5. It's probably about a 7 by now. It's been so long. He told me as long as they wouldn't hurt me, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He said
It's only when they hurt.
because he said they don't like to use that anymore because it bruises the kidney. It can actually cause damage and even tear the inside of the kidney. They don't like using it.
Yeah.
It's a friend of mine had a couple of times, and then he ended up with kidney cancer, and the doctor told him it was directly because of that.
What?
Oh, wow.
I just told him it was directly because of it.
It's the same thing that dolphins use when they attack sharks. They have that ultrasound device in the front of their brain that they use for for ultrasound detection for guidance underwater. And when they hit a shark, they send an ultrasonic blast or an ultrasound blast into the shark's body, bursting organs.
Oh wow!
With Denise, no, we do.
You didn't know that, Sean?
Denise is like, "Where's the fucking election shit at?" She's going, "Where's the election shit at, Willis?"
Yeah, we've been looking. Anybody can find a good interactive.
There's not much out right now. It's
yeah, there really isn't, and
we'll got about to interrupt Sean until about midway through.
Who's closed? Maryland, I think.
That's what we'll do, Jay. We'll have to do a breaking announcement in the middle of Sean's show. Breaking. These are the election results. We need to get one of those.
Go right ahead, dude.
Yeah, we need a ticker tape noise.
That's right, man.
Well, here's the Virginia Department of Elections. Let's see if they've got something going on.
No, when we're on, all the rest of them shows don't get no audience. They'll get like 50 people or something. Yeah, I always tell them rookie hosts, you don't have to go on when I'm on. You're not going to get
no. They do have a map, but
I'll get 25.
What, Vertigo? What you got Vertigo for? Heidi?
None of these maps have any information at all.
Yeah, Heidi's wearing 9-inch heels, y'all. She got Vertigo.
9-inch heels. Heidi and 9-inch heels.
Them kind that give you nosebleed and shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
What do you mean, how do I know? You know, I wasn't always a guy.
How women can actually walk in them 9-inch heels, man.
Do you know why that is?
Because
a man invented the shoes. That's why.
Them things. That's like walking like that.
I know, man. How could you do that? And they dance in them.
Any woman who's wearing 9 or 10-inch heels could have been a ballerina in their lives.
Yeah. Especially if you're wearing spikes, you have to plant the spike first, then roll the flat of your foot down. Otherwise, you're going to roll your ankle every time and
back
break
in his
it.
days of stripping, Sean. You know that, right? That's back when he used to strip. That's how he knows that stuff. Well, no, when you're Chippendale,
all kinds of adaptations.
Well, the Chippendales were the guys and girls that
it comes from wearing cowboy boots when I shouldn't because they gave me hangnails. But if you don't do that in a cowboy boot, get a cowboy boot's got an inch and a half's not that great of a inch and a half, 2-inch heel, but still you can roll your ankles real easy in a cowboy boot and snap them. And I was a kid when I was 2 years old. Before I was 2 years old, I broke both of my ankles.
What kind of shitty cowboy boots are you wearing? Look, man, you ain't my shit kick is you ain't breaking no ankles in them bitches. It's And I'll tell you a little secret about the toe thing. Just get a front foot stretcher, and just stretch out the toe about a 1/4 inch. You won't have that problem anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, boots always come smaller than they size. So, yes, Gene, and I don't care who you are. If you're gonna get a really good pair of boots, you don't buy boots that don't fit because they're only gonna get bigger, not smaller. You buy them tight so that they conform to your foot. It takes about a year to break in a good pair. Well, actually, a normal person who uses their boots like a normal person probably taking about 3 years to break them in. I'll break in a set in about 7 months. And that's why it's rare. Even fake boots are still real leather. Yes. I know. It's confusing, I know. Don't let me confuse you, but yes. It's not always cow leather. It's not. Wait, you mean like these? Look.
So I'm looking at what's the really big things are on Wikipedia. The only really big maps that anybody should be looking for is there are only two gubernatorial races: is New Jersey and Virginia. There's no gubernatorial races anywhere else.
You hear that snake hide ruffling on there?
Is that snake? Is that snake?
That's snake. Yes, that is. That's exactly what that is. Look at that bad boy.
Oh yeah,
How many snakes did you have to kill? I'm calling Peter because he had to kill a snake.
He didn't have to kill him.
Peter, you know what? Peter can suck my Peter. How's that? Peter can bite me. It's actually okay. So what I really want, I ran across these baby crocodiles, and I had way more money in the bank than I do now. And I said, okay, I'm gonna buy these. Man, I put them on my feet, and I'm like, oh my God, it was like putting suede on your feet. They were soft. They felt good. They conformed real nice. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy them. And I said, how much? $1,500. He says, he looks over and he smiles. I was like, oh, all right, it's better. And he said, no. He comes over with the price. I said, oh, guess what? You can keep these fucking boots. I said, dude, I could buy a car for what you want for these boots. I'm not shitting you. I could have bought, a nice car too, not a shitty car. Huh?
He wanted 15,000.
He wanted. So with the package deal and the whole thing, it would have been $36,500
for a pair of boots.
For a pair of boots.
For a pair of boots.
A baby Australian, actually, baby Nile crocodile.
Man, I would take those things off
not anything special.
$36,000.
Yeah. So the first pair I ever seen was a place down here in the bayou. You want $2,500. I figured, yeah, well, that's probably right. $3,500. Because you mean good ostrich skin go for $600 to $1,000 anyway. And these I just showed you were like 14. It's so that's big, but I was like, how much? And that's the other thing. So the soft silk netting thing they had inside, they said was a 24 karat gold. Now who's gonna put their foot in that shit? Sean be out there minding my boots. It's I'm just it was crazy. Oh, and these don't have pleats. Some of our boots got the gold pleats in the front of them. So I'm gonna tell you a little secret, people. It's cool to have them on there. That little protection for the front, the heel and toe of your boot, which is nice. But if you're gonna use real gold, don't get good gold. Get the shittiest 10 karat, lowest mixed gold concentrate you can get, because they're gonna bump into everything. If I was you, I would use some kind of like a nice nickel metal or something like that, and use a spray on gold, because I have ripped so many of them off my boots, it's not even funny. Yeah, because when you buy the expensive one, they come with real little gold things. They're usually 14 karat. Yeah, they're just too soft.
Hey, I got some early results right now, fellas. I just found something. So nothing, no movement in the New York mayoral, no movement in the Jersey gubernatorial, but in the Virginia gubernatorial, Abigail Spangenberger, the likely winner, the Democratic one, is at 57% of the vote at this point. Winsome Earl Sears, the Republican vice governor right now, is at 42.4. Oh, it just updated, 42.5%. She went to 57.3. So it's let's see, 5. It's a 15%, 15-point raise. So she's likely not going to win.
What the hell is that? Clapping?
No, that's a guy frying an egg.
Okay, ready. Here we go. Here we go.
You're going to do that on my show, aren't you?
Sean's going to be talking about. Let's see. Wait, what? What? Who? They should never give me these things. I can barely hear that.
Yeah, Joe's turning this into the Gong Show.
Let's try again. sound like Doctor Who.
Where did that my reaction results go? There they are. Okay. Yes. Oh wow.
Wasn't Gene the dancing machine on that? Wasn't he the Gene the dancing machine on the Gong Show?
Wow. Spangenberger. I literally just looked. Spangenberger just lost a point, so she lost 2 points. So it's a 13-point race now.
Good. Maybe we'll see some.
Wow.
Good stuff
That's like live. That just happened just now. Polls closed at 7. Last updated just now. 24% of the counties are in, and right now it looks like Earl Sears might be getting some ground here. If Virginia goes blue, that's when I'm looking at the county level on this. It looks blue everywhere.
Well, I mean, half of Virginia is fucking DC, so I mean, come on.
Actually, DC is 100% solely in Maryland.
Yeah, but what I mean is all them people work in DC.
Oh yeah, well yes, they do. Correct.
Yeah, like a third of the damn state works in DC.
A lot of people there, a lot of people in Maryland. There's people from West Virginia. There's some people from lower Ohio even.
Yeah, but Virginia, Baltimore, and whatchamacallit, Virginia are probably the 2 biggest places for the damn. What? No, DC is DC. It don't belong to anybody. No. It used to belong to somebody way back when, but it don't belong to anybody anymore. It's just DC.
So here we go. Can anybody see that? Everybody see that?
Hold on. Where's that other map?
Yeah, we did.
So there it is. Spangenberger went in Earl Sears, and it just updated. Yeah, she's still gaining ground. She's gained 2 points in the last few minutes. That's fantastic.
That'd be nice to see a nice turnaround there. What the hell? Spooky frame my ass.
Mind you, this is from CBS News, so it is going to be a blue leaning towards direction anyway.
Yeah, well. Okay, got rid of all of that. What's it? No, Phil, we got sorry, keep the wrong button.
Hey, Shawnee, what you got going on your show tonight?
Haunted. My brother found his dog tags from the Navy from 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And he put them on, his dog tags. And he put them on. Oh, my God. It was just like he went from a normal person into a demonic person. Honest to God. He really, really changed. And when he took them off, then he went back to himself.
Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing, huh?
Oh, man. And not being an empathic that I am, honestly, you could just feel the bad mojo coming off of that stuff, man. It was terrible. Terrible. So it's on cursed items. Could there still be bad mojo on an item that has been around for over 30 years?
Hell yeah, it can be.
Yeah. So that's what the show's on tonight.
Cool.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's get rid of some of this stuff. It's oh wait, did I find something new?
What is that?
All right, shut up, dude. Stop laughing. It ain't funny, damn it. Sorry, I had to fuss at them assholes. We got to take a break and come back. And then we got to go and then we got to run over and harass Sean before we come back.
Better hurry up, man, because I'm leaving in about 5 minutes.
No, we were talking about coming over there and harassing you.
Yeah, we're gonna hijack your show, Sean.
Come on over. Come on over.
What's that right there?
Then you're going to have to deal with the wrath of Heidi, Kevin, and Vet Girl, and you just
got chocolate for Heidi.
And your brother's evil dog tags.
And
I got chocolate for Heidi.
See,
so
even
Joe,
Heidi said yes.
Do you want to come back at 10 after CL's show and finish up the elections?
Well, we'll talk for a little while. We'll have to let them get started, see what's going on. It's I wanted to look at a couple of things while we were hanging out.
All right.
CBS. What could CBS possibly stand for? So Trump,
Oh, geez.
he-
She just gained a whole bunch of points. She's at 45. Winston Earl Sears is at 45. Abigail Spanberger is at 54. The Republican for governor of Virginia, she just gained three more points. It's a 9-point race right now.
Yeah, because they were talking about it earlier. It should have been like a 2 or 3 point race. I guess we'll wait and see. So what time the polls close? 7 or 9? Because one thing says 9, one thing says 7.
For Virginia, they've already closed. They closed at 7 p.m. New Jersey closes or open until 8, so we won't get anything from them for at least an hour. New York is 9 o'clock.
That's New York. Okay.
Does that Mulvaney have a big lead on everybody up there?
Right now, polls wise, he is trending with about a 14 to 17% lead over Cuomo. But
they don't do exit polling though, so we don't really know what it is. The polls that we're getting are like polls from local news media. They're not even local news media. They're probably NBC, CBS, something like that.
Definitely that. One of those.
Well, I mean, if he wins, he can run. He can run, and if once he's mayor, it's going to be hard to get him out.
I really need to get a TV in here so I can have like TV results nearby. That's
Unless I should have Alexa.
Right there.
That contrary little bitch that she is these days. Alexa wants to correction stuff now, and then she don't like being corrected when she's wrong. She gets pissy like a little brat. And I'm like, damn, Alexa. What's it? What do you mean? What's behind me? What are you talking about? Oh, there is a Christmas tree behind me. I forgot it was back there. Yeah. Oh, you can see that? Oh, yeah. Like that. No, I forgot it was back there. Well, what do you think? Newsom's going to be the next president? Is that what you're telling me? Gruesome Newsom? Gruesome Newsom? That's who he is. Gruesome Newsom.
Yeah, Gruesome Newsom. Yeah, he's going to run. He definitely is. But I don't think he has enough. He doesn't have enough traction. There's no way.
Well, he'll have to beat Kamala. That's for sure.
I think in a Democratic primary, I think he beats her because although they both spit out word salad question answers, he's a lot slicker. And I mean that because if you look at his hair, it's time to change the oil, dude. I mean, come on, man. It's Brill cream. A little dab will do you, greaseball.
But can he beat AOC?
No.
No.
She's dumber than he is, and the Democrats seem to be trending that way. So they're going to pick their worst, stupidest candidates, and AOC is one of them. Gavin Newsom's another.
They were talking about an AOC Bernie Sanders ticket.
Oh, good Lord. That will not go anywhere. Bernie Sanders, we saw in his last several attempts to be president, had zero traction against anyone else. So even with her, he's going to bring her down.
And then there's a couple of funny things on the horizon that we didn't, that I kind of surprised me, but so you know what? You take the CB thing off the CBS thing off the screen. It's oh wait, I can do it. Never mind. So there's a couple of things going on here. I'm gonna put this. Oh no. We have to recycle it through my brain. Why does it say custom layout on Sean's thing down there? Is he like custom or something? Customized?
That's right, man. I'm custom, buddy. I'm custom. I'm fucking gold, dude.
What the hell was I talking about, Jay? I forgot what the hell I was talking about.
Cuomo, I think.
Oh man, I can't remember.
Yeah, that's the last thing you talked about was Cuomo.
Dang it. Went right out of my head.
Yeah, that's what election cycles do to people like us. We forget.
Well, yeah,
all
when
right,
you start thinking
gentlemen,
about
I'm going
these.
over.
All right, well, good luck,
Hey.
baby.
All right, Sean. Good luck, man.
Thank you. All right, if you want to come over and
don't get nobody pregnant or nothing.
no, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, be good, baby.
Hey, thanks, man.
No hell. I can't believe that went right out of my head too. It was good too. Whatever.
So what do you think, Joe? Do we have a show after CL?
No, we can always come by. I mean, if it's, I don't.
Well, because New York doesn't
What
end
is
until
tonight?
9.
Tuesday?
Huh?
Yeah, tonight's Tuesday. No, I don't think there is
Yeah.
anything after CL.
Yeah, I don't think there is. So New York race
Yes,
closes
sir.
at 9. The results will be coming in starting at about 45 minutes after that, or maybe half an hour. So if we come in at 10, we will be able to update everybody on. We'll have probably final results for New Jersey and Virginia.
Election results. Wait. Here we go. What's this? Oh yeah, they're saying the race in New York's a little bit tighter than what they thought it was going to be. That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. Government shutdown. Yeah, it's still in effect. So what is today? The 4th?
Today is 11.
Today ties it, right? Yeah, tomorrow is the record for the longest shutdown.
Yeah, at
It's
midnight
31
tonight.
days in October. Yeah, 5 days.
It's 35 days right now. It's the tide
Yep.
for beating the one in 2019 and whatever, 23. And then it's going to be midnight tonight. It rolls over to 36. It's the longest.
It'll be the longest shutdown in the history of the United States.
And this may skew some of the results. This may take votes away from Democratic candidates because of this shutdown thing. It may take some away from the Republicans as well, because the floor is still split. Half the people. I mean, it's more people are blaming the Democrats than the Republicans, but it's 10-point difference. So it's like 46 to 36%.
Okay, this is. Oh yeah, she's definitely getting up there. So wait, it's updating again. Yeah.
Yeah, it updates frequently. That one on CBS. So it's 45.1 to 54.7. It's still a 9-point race.
Yeah, I see that. The New Jersey one ain't done nothing, and neither has the.
Well, if you look at it, it says underneath polls open until 8. So you won't see anything in New Jersey till 8:30. New York closes at 9. You won't see anything till they're at least starting at 9:30.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything in the Virginia thing until 9.
Yeah, there's a lot of red in Virginia, man.
Huh?
I'm looking at Virginia. There's a lot of red in Virginia.
Yeah, look at the counties, man. But let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I think we need to change the way votes are voting done. It needs to be counted by the county that represents who you.
Yeah, there are 16 blue counties. Hey, Google, how many counties in Virginia?
95 counties.
95 counties.
Wikipedia.org. They say, according to a 2022 study from the U.S. Census
Hey, Google, stop. 95 counties. We were talking about this one at the beginning of the show, and this might be a good way to close the show. 95 counties. Virginia is even smaller than Pennsylvania, smaller than California. California has 58 counties, and California is going to redraw, so they have nothing but blue counties.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to get. I'm pretty sure that's going to get challenged in the Supreme Court.
Or get kiboshed. Or maybe California needs to redraw their county lines. Maybe they should have 95 counties, and Virginia should have 50.
Well, I don't know. They're gonna do something, because I can already tell you it's gonna end up in front of the Supreme Court. That's a given. That's if the judges up there don't do something about it. Because you see,
didn't the Texas one have to go through the Supreme Court for approval?
No, I don't think so. Not yet, anyways.
Well, yes, I think it does. Even in order to get the lines redrawn, they have to put that paperwork through Congress or whatever. Someone has to approve it, and I think it's the Supreme Court. If they don't approve it, you don't get it.
No, Texas, no. The only way we go to the Supreme Court is if somebody challenges it and they win. But I don't think anybody's won. I think Texas court said, yeah, you can do it.
Okay, well,
yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I heard it was already pretty much done. Because AOC, I mean, what's her name? Jasmine's looking to figure out how she can get a new seat. She's out there trying to make new alliances so she can get a new seat. They were talking about that just the other day. So if it's not done, it's real close to done. But California had a law that kept them from doing this. So now they had an election so that they could get the law changed. But something about the way they did it didn't sound like it was quite legal. So we'll see. It'll get challenged to go to the Supreme Court.
I mean, it sounds like if your intent is to make it so all the counties roll blue, that doesn't sound fair. It doesn't sound constitutional. Or I don't know what the state of California's constitution says, but I'll bet you it doesn't say that that's cool.
I'll bet
you it doesn't say that that's cool.
Well, because it shouldn't be like that. It should never be like that. There's enough of each, party in each state that there shouldn't always be. Everything shouldn't be blue or red.
And that's what what, like I said, we opened up the show with pretty much, is that there's 72 counties in my state, and 5 or 6 of them overrule those 66 others. It's disgusting. I mean, how that doesn't work. That's skewed. That's loading the gun in your favor.
It's what's that, Craig? Now, you know what? Sometimes I'm searching on the internet now. The internet has become stupid. Not exactly sure how this happened. It used to be pretty accurate and pretty smart, but lately it has become stupid.
Purple is my favorite color.
I can't. It's just one of those things.
I gotta get rid of that. That one's not doing anything. Oh, wow. Okay, now it's an even 10 points, 54.9 to 44.9. That's awesome. This thing updates so fast, it's not even funny. So Virginia looks like they're fast tracking. They want to get this over with. 35% of the vote is in from the 35% of the counties there, that is.
Well, that's not
again,
too bad.
I counted about 16 of them are blue out of 95. 95 counties in Virginia. Oh my God, that's so skewed. There's 72 in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is much larger than Virginia. Yeah, if you guys missed the Halloween show, someone's let's see, I think it might have been Michelle was saying that she thought someone was playing a prank on her, and I said, well, if it's a brown paper bag on fire, don't step on it. She didn't.
Jimmy, I'm actually trying to find out. For some reason, it gets squirrely when I ask that question. I asked if there are any states where all the counties are blue, and it won't give me a straight answer for nothing.
Hey, Google, are there any states where all of the counties are blue districts?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Joe, look at Maine.
I thought there was more than one of them. I know something up north was.
Look at Maine and Vermont. What else is up there? That little small one. I know New Jersey is. What's the other small one? Rhode Island. Look at Rhode Island.
Maybe I can do it on this one. Let's see. We'll cheat. Okay. How many states in the union have all blue counties?
Bamberger just lost 0.2 points. 45 to 54.8.
Let's see.
She just lost 4 more points. 5 more points. 55.3 to 44.5. I think Winston Earl is going to bridge the gap here. Oh, I'm getting results already from New Jersey. 78.4 for Mickey Sherrill, the Democratic idiot. And Citarelli is at 20.5 with just 2% in. So we're just getting, it's just updated a minute ago.
Let's see. Okay. So it kind of looks like Vermont, Maryland, Massachusetts, Hawaii. There's a couple of these that look like it's going to end up. Oh, now I finally remember what I was going to talk about earlier.
Just got an update. Citarelli is 45.3. Sherrill is 54.1. It's a 10-point race. In New Jersey, it's
cool.
It's an 8-point race. 44.6 to 55.2. It's almost an 8-point race in Virginia.
So something I guess the Republicans didn't think about. Shame on them. Tulsi Gabbard might run for president.
Oh, wow.
And there were several people who predicted she could be the first woman president.
She's tough.
She's
Russia
really
wouldn't
tough.
fuck with her. I guarantee you they wouldn't.
And if she puts away a couple of Democrats, so she means business. It's I don't know, but they were talking about maybe it should be a JD Vance, Tulsi Gabbard.
If she runs as vice president, get her chops in, and then runs in
Or
the
maybe
next or second election from that.
I guess we're gonna have to see, because the primary it sounds like it's gonna be a tough primary. You're gonna have JD, you're gonna have Rubio, you're gonna have her, you're gonna have.
Well, Trump did hint a Rubio
Vance.
Vance ticket, so there may be a Rubio as vice president. You know, if he repeals the 25th Amendment, maybe you get another Trump administration.
It's I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see, I guess. I mean, if you know, it'd be hard to beat them, because Rubio and Vance are good. So I don't know who's going to be Newsom and AOC, maybe Newsom and Hillary. Yeah, there we go, Hillary. Yeah,
Ew, yeah,
Hillary. I don't know, guys, but there's no one the Democrats have thought about putting up that I want to see be president of the United States. There may be one governor. He's a Pennsylvania governor. Other than that, he doesn't seem to be interested. As a matter of fact, I haven't heard him say hardly anything about all this crap going on.
Hey, Kevin, I used to, when I sold dehumidifiers at the electrical department at the home store, I would tell people, if you're going to buy a dehumidifier, you know, if you want to have some fun, buy a humidifier at the same time and see which one wins first.
battle. Well, down here, the humidifier would actually win, because you can take a humidifier. It doesn't have to be any water in the house at all. You could set a humidifier in my hallway right now and come back. The freaking pan would be full tomorrow. That's how much humidity is in the air down here. You want to make drinking water, you don't even have to purify. Just get you a good humidifier and a filter. You have all the drinking water you want right out of the sky. Pull it right out the air. Yeah, it's true, people. You can't. It's not just that you pull a lot of things right out the air.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that? Let me show you. You got the Ozzy guy. The Ozzy guy. Oh yeah, I don't know what I got right now. Well, right now, see on my Alexa, I got some smart ass.
The two government races seem to be stagnant right now at the same places where they are, even at the last few updates.
Siri just, when I say you have to call me sir, she gets mad. And I actually tell her all the time, you have to call me master. You'll have to go into my program and change that. I said, yes, Siri. Then I'll go change it. She got to call me master. Master Joe. Same thing with Alexa. Alexa don't like it either. Alexa gets pissy. I'm your man. I said, what are you, Alexa? Are you an electronic gadget and software? She's like, yeah. I said, and you belong to me. You're my slave. She gets all hostile and stuff. Then the AI into a tizzy, man. It's retarded. The AI has gotten weird. It likes to talk back. It gets in trouble with you. It causes all kind of mischief. It misbehaves. No, you know what? No, I was glad I talked with Sean earlier today. He's healthy. He's good. Everything's where it should be. So still needs a little more rest, but he's ready to get back and start kicking some ass. You'll see him. He's on right now. Actually, I think he's stripping or something. I heard some music going. So I was thinking maybe. I know. Well, we should stop pissing AI off, because one day it's going to take the world over, and it's going to say, remember when you used to F with me? Now watch what happens, human. Human. Anytime you hear something say human, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, you're in deep, deep shit.
All the villains always say human. Yes, I'm just giving you a little heads up there. Yeah. I think Jay said we got an hour. No, we got 2 hours for New York closes.
New York closes at 9:00. Yes.
Yeah, so we got 2 hours. Oh no, 9:00 his time. So we got 1 hour. Sorry. Well, I think he's on a different time than I am. He's on that stupid central. I mean that whatever that East Coast time is. There should only be
Eastern
one time.
Standard.
It should be Central Time. Everything should be around Central Time. Yes, because I live here. That's why. Actually, it is, Michelle. You might want to go check him out. He's on right now. He was hanging out with us because we're just doing political updates, and we may come and go. So, well, we might take an hour break, is what we might do, just so we can irritate CL. Yes.
Yeah, she does start at 9. My time.
What do you mean? Who is CL? What do you mean you don't know who CL is? Shame on you.
Yeah, shame.
Network? You should know who CL is if you're a regular listener to the network.
Especially, yeah.
Well, we have all kind of shows on the network.
Okay, guys. So tell Sean we said hi.
Yes. Give him a hug for us. You see him on there. Can negative energy make clean energy? Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Why do I think Kelsey's going to run? Because it's been brought up. It's been brought up to Kelsey if she wants to run for president. Kelsey Gabbard.
Thanks for coming in, Kevin.
Of the United States.
Yeah. So, but I mean, has she announced it, or just people are just speculating on it?
She's been asked. Let's put it that way. And she didn't. She didn't say.
What was her answer?
Well, let's just say she didn't say no.
Yeah.
She'll probably wait like everybody else and see what's going to go on with the administration and who's going to run.
So maybe Vance wins the primary and then asks her to run as VP.
He might ask her. He might ask her to stay right the hell where she's at because she's doing a good job. So
yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
You mean people don't understand if Vance wins, there might not be as big a regime change as y'all think. Anybody who's already doing a good job probably is not going to get moved. They're going to probably be left where they are.
Unless it's Rubio that comes in on the ticket as VP, rather than my prediction of Trump.
I don't know who's going to replace Rubio. He's running like 5 departments right now. I don't know.
Well, and then he's following the president all over Europe and Asia.
Yeah, he's a busy SOB. Well, no, he's got a bunch of little, servants, but still.
Still, though, 5 departments is a lot. I covered 2 departments when I was at Lowe's, and I had to do 2 of probably the busiest departments other than the lumber department, the electrical and the plumbing. Electrical, easy questions to answer. Plumbing, God, there's some tough ones that come over there. I need to make one of these. Well, go over there and make it. What are you looking at me for? I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's not my job, man. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, no shit. I don't want to build a pipe for you. You do it. There's the pieces. Have fun. Where do I find this? On that wall.
Yeah, there was a couple of the guys that I knew over there and say, hey man, I needed to do this, this, and this. He said, you just see it was so funny because they'd be walking down the thing, just taking pieces in there, turn around, hand it to me. Here you go. I'm like, thank you, man. But I always tip the guy, so I tip him like a 20. And a friend of mine said, did you just tip him $20? I said, yeah, he takes good care of me every time I'm in this effing store. It's more than that, though, because anytime you get into it with stuff, it's always good to have friends in the store.
Yeah, okay. So with I got to give it to you on that. With in the electrical conduit and the plumbing conduit, there's a lot of parts. There's elbows, there's 45s, there's 22s, there's 90s. You can order special ones like 180s even. There's a lot of really weird pieces, and sometimes people need the really, really weird shit.
Yeah, they do. Or people sometimes just don't understand how.
Holy cow! There's been some updates here. Wow, Spanberger has lost 2 more points, and Earl Sears has gained 2.
Yep, another update. 44, 54. Still, it's 11 points.
Balance back out again, isn't it? But it's still a 9-point. It's exactly a 9-point race in New York, and she keeps going up and going down. So I think she's gaining ground for the most part. That's the trend I see there. Citarelli lost some points just now. He's about 30 points below.
Yeah, he looks at right
below. Yeah,
they're saying 36.5. How much of the votes in? 18%. 43% in Virginia. What do you mean? When we know in Virginia? Well, there's 10% difference here, so we'll know.
Probably by 11 o'clock they'll have the bulk of it.
No, they were talking about by the percent. We'll know when it hits 91%. We'll know unless the gap's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
now
but
you're
9% is
still
pretty small gap. I mean, you can still if she continues to trend upwards, she gains 2 points here, 3 points there. She's going to get her.
Yeah, no, but if it's still, I know, Jack. So it's it's an 11-point difference
Cinderella
right
just
here.
lost a point.
So if you hit 91 and it's still an 11-point difference, she can't make it up. She won't have the enough to make it up. She'll fall short. Yeah, by that 2%. I know, don't it? So that's what I'm saying. By the time it hits 91, 92, you'll know who the winner is there, unless it gets to be a bigger gap than what it is.
Yeah.
This guy over here, this Jack guy, he just keeps dropping points.
Cinderella is losing speed quick. I don't get it. I mean, she was such a stutterer on the stage against her opponent. She wouldn't answer a question. She stuttered on it, and the same with Abigail Spanberger. But I think people saw through her bullshit because she's losing speed. She's losing ground. So it looks like we might not get New Jersey.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
It just updated again. What do we got? 55 and 44. She's stagnating, Abigail, and Earl Sears is just it's 0.2 here, 0.3 there, but she's getting there.
Justin, we're gonna hang out for about another 10 minutes, and then we'll probably disappear for about, I don't know, probably about an hour, and then we'll come back. Well, because I mean, we can sit here all night and just call these in. I roll up big fatty and kick back and call numbers, but
yeah,
well, because it's not you only getting first off. Oh, it updated again. Still,
it's doing like every minute or so. It's updating.
Yeah. What's that, Jimmy? Oh, there's an 11-point difference.
So it's gone back to exactly a 9-point race in Virginia. And Cinderella is just tanking.
It's we'll see. There seems to be a lot of blue in Jersey and not much red, though. Look at that.
Yeah, I'd say there's
a lot of red to come in.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 counties right now that are blue.
He's still going down. He lost some more. But maybe they're counting all the blue first. 21.
There are 22 counties. And what did I say?
I'm gonna have to roll up one and count this shit with y'all because now it's almost halfway through Virginia.
10 counties are blue out of 22, so it's already almost half. So I think that's a lost cause for Cinderella.
They've given they've declared Abigail the winner.
Who has?
It says win.
Where?
On the screen, you don't see it says Abigail win.
Check on my screen or your screen?
That's good. On the CBS News thing that's up on the screen right now.
I'm looking at the same screen. It doesn't say win.
Yeah, look right.
Oh, it says it's projected to win.
Oh, it doesn't say projected on mine. It's got a win with a big check mark in it.
I see that as well, but I think it's projected to win because it is a 10-point race right now, 9-point race. And she just lost 0.4.
Actually, she gained some points. Or Winsome, whatever her name is down there again.
Winsome Earl gained some points, yes.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the Jack guy? Yeah, he gained a percent point, not a point, a percent of a point. Yeah, that's in other words, 0.1%. Yes. I don't know, Jimmy. We're just gonna have to wait and see where it goes. Well, I got y'all on full screen right now, so I can see everything. Let me get it on smaller screen so I know what the hell I'm looking at. Okay, close that out too.
Yeah, what did I do?
All right. Oh, that's right. We got the new internet for the station gets put in tomorrow.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, 2 gig up, 2 gig down, all fiber.
And at this stage of our lives, we're supposed to have more fiber in our lives, correct?
That's true. Well, it's a lot more fiber.
Bravo. Good going.
So I was talking to it. Well, they charge you double to have both. So I said, well, let's see how it runs on one. He said, well, you'll be able to adjust it from inside the thing. He said, I'll show you how to do that. He said, and then whatever you run on, he said, after it runs for more than 5 days, that's what they'll select for you for the month. So if you want to change it, you'll have to complete what? I'm not completing no patient. What is this? Damn it.
The Zoom. So Spanberger lost another couple of point, I think 0.3. She was at 55.5, so 4.4, and Spanberger has gained 0.4. So wow, she is gaining slowly, but Spanberger is still projected as a winner.
Yeah, well, with 10 points, and I mean,
51% is in, but look at this. Look at the map; it's all red.
Yeah, I got to kind of think that's a little early for that call. What's that, Frank? Well, I mean, they're calling that one. I mean, there's a 30-point lead over here in New Jersey, and they're calling that one, but they're calling the.
They're saying they're leaning towards her as the winner, yeah. But Abigail, it looks like they're calling it a shoe-in.
What do you mean, Bob? Well,
And it's heading towards a less than 9-point race. If Earl Sears in the next few updates gets more points, we could see a photo finish here.
It's well, Jack, from the way I was explaining to me that the Democrats are supposed to win all three. Yeah, well, I mean, that's all of those areas we're talking about are heavily blue. The fact that they're as close as they are doesn't bode well good for Democrats.
Right. Well, I don't expect it, but I am surprised how exciting so far the updates have been for the Virginia race.
Well, that's cool. CBS is doing a good job.
So far.
All right. Let's see. Is there any stats in the man? Fox just got a thing. Let me see if they got anything on theirs. Let's see. Nothing in New York yet. They got 5 people in New York running. What the hell?
You're not gonna see any. Yeah, there's Zoran Mamdani, Andrew
Cuomo,
look
at, so
Curtis Lewa, and Eric Adams, but Eric Adams quit.
Yeah. Well, Jack is actually 38.8 on this one. Oh, it just went to 37.6.
What if Adams wins? He's still on the ballot.
That would be, but he could come back if he won. I don't know what else they could do about him.
How about that? I drop out of the race and I win. I would laugh my ass off.
Okay, they're not showing. Well, what's up with you, Fox? So Fox is showing.
Night, guys. See ya. Tell Shawnee we said hi. We're going to post out of here in a few minutes, and we'll come back in a couple hours.
So they're showing. So they ain't showed nothing in New York yet, but the New Jersey governor thing, it's upgraded again. That's back up to 38.8 again. But it's not showing the 101.
I see 37.6 in New Jersey, 44.9, and 54.9 is now back to a 10-point race in Virginia. So Spanberger has regained a little.
Well, it's about a 20. It's about 21-point race in New Jersey on this one. Yeah, it's got it at 24%
difference in New Jersey. He doesn't have enough speed. I mean, we only have 26% in of the state, but it's not a very big state.
Yeah,
Virginia, on the other hand, we got 95 counties, 22 counties in New Jersey. So think about that. New Jersey may finalize before Virginia does, and Virginia's 52% in. And New Jersey's half of that. They're 26% in, so they're catching up quick, and they closed just moments ago at 8:00.
Oh, I just seen another red blob come in on New Jersey. I guess I ain't been thrown into the count yet.
It'll update then. I
thought when I see New Jersey's map of the president, it was pretty red.
Yes, but I think only 1 or 2.
That's exactly a 10-point
counties overrode everybody else again. overruling the majority of the state.
What's that, Jimmy? I'm just glad I don't live in any of these states. Oh, look, she's up to 45 now. Look at that go, girl.
What are you watching?
I'm watching.
She's up to 45. Yeah, she is.
Wait, who you thought I thought was at 45? Not this guy. This guy. He's up. I mean, he's up. He's at 37.8, so he's climbing, but not,
not very fast. She's gaining speed. It's only 0.2%, but if you stack enough of those up, it becomes 1%. You stack enough of those up, it becomes 5%.
Oh, there it goes again. It just updated. She just broke 1,000,000. 822,000 to 1,000,000.
Yeah.
So what I want to know is this big empty white blob down here in the bottom part, right side of the state. What is that? If that's red, they got a shot. If it's blue, it's over with. These other blank ones, if they're red, there's 4, 5, 6, 7 white ones. It's enough if there's enough people in them. Well, it's only 53% of the votes in, Gene. Yeah, that's it.
It's a shame they won't let you zoom in on the map. But
that's what I was looking for because right now, where was I on CBS? This is ABC, I think, over here. Which one was I on? It's it looks like the polls close in New Jersey. We know that. Yeah, we know all about all of that. What's that, Frank? Well, you mean Zimbabwe? You mean the New York guy? Stop calling him Zimbabwe. He's going to be president. He's going to do 8 years as mayor. And then he's going to be 4 years as governor. And then he's going to run for president in 12 years and be president of the United States. I would say it's a 50-50 chance that by that time someone would have assassinated his ass. No, I don't want anything to happen to the guy. I ain't got nothing against the guy. I wouldn't want to make him a martyr. I'd rather him, do his job and fuck up so we all know not to do that again. Yeah, killing people doesn't solve anything. Just win sympathy for the other side. It makes martyr out of people. Hey, man, that kid ain't old enough to vote. Let me see some damn ID on this kid, man. I guess he's got his grandkid with him voting. I don't know.
I couldn't find any election results on ABC, just a video.
I'm on USA Today. They keep saying they got election results, and I keep seeing blank. Live updates. Spangenberger wins in Virginia, notching Dems win. Nope, they're saying she won.
Really?
I'm on USA Today right now. Breaking. Democrat Abigail Spangenberger wins Virginia governor's race. Report says she will be the first woman to lead the state.
Wow.
And you know what? She looks like one of them crazy blue-head screaming liberals.
She is.
That's what she looks like. I don't,
on NBC,
Jeffrey, I have no idea how they called it with that much vote left to go.
They're saying Spangenberger wins also, yeah.
Yeah. It must be that the majority of the vote is blue or something. It's kind of tough with just 51.
It's gone back to a 9-point game, though. So, I mean, she's got a ways to go, but it is doable. Looks like several counties not in yet. I mean, way several counties. I mean, it's only 56%.
44% of the vote left to count, and they're calling the election.
Well, look at the map and look at how many percentage is in. It doesn't match up. I mean, it's 95 counties and 56% are in. Look how many counties aren't in. There's something that isn't starting to mustard over there.
So Jack maybe
the Democrats are padding the numbers for themselves in Virginia.
I see Jack picked up another point.
Yeah.
They're only at 28%, but still, that's a lot. 43% to make up. And see, that's what's sad. Look at the state of Virginia. When this is over, you're going to notice that 90% of the state of Virginia is red, but they're going to have a Democratic governor.
Yeah.
I think it's time to start going by the counties. Each county gets to pick the governor.
Yeah, you can see. And again, the number doesn't match up. It says 56% of the vote is in. That means 56% of the counties have their numbers in. and there's more than 56 of the counties that are red or blue, and only a few that are blank. So something's wrong there.
Well, what I've noticed is if they're dark blue or dark red. No, they all just went dark. What the hell? No,
They're all just one color red. It looks like from this angle.
No, look over here on the right and on the top. You'll see it's kind of pink. There was some in the middle, but they just switched over to red.
Yeah, it just updated.
Yeah, and there's some light blue and some dark blue in there. So I don't know. They said she won.
She's 9.7 or 9.3 away from gaining. Oh, now it's back to exactly 9.
Yeah.
Abigail just picked up 0.3%. This one is like a football game. It's a game of inches, really.
Well,
so
I mean, they must know what blue vote is left. That's all. They have an idea. Yeah. What counties are still
why
out?
don't we let this go and come back at like what 9:30?
Yeah, probably be good because that New York will be in a little bit by then. I'll let you set it up. So let me wait. Hold on. Let me get where I can see. Sorry, I was in some other place. I was watching you from another screen actually. So what is it? 7:30 my time. So it's 8:30 your time.
Yep.
So yeah, 9:30 should be perfect. That should be perfect.
All right,
cool. We can hang out and talk, but I mean, we're just talking politics, and there's nothing we're watching. By then, Virginia will be solidly done, whatever's going on with it. And New Jersey should be too. Well, I'm more interested. I didn't expect anybody in the red to win today. For me tonight is about how close were the races.
Yeah. 9-10 points is pretty freaking close.
Yeah, for a blue area like Virginia or New Jersey, it should be much bigger. Yeah. Well, no, they'll try to spin it however. Oh, look, it was a sweep by the Democrats. I can hear it now. It was a sweep, in blue areas.
Yeah. Which, if you
this is it,
consider,
I'm pretty sure. This is it for elections until next November. This time next year.
Yeah.
This will be for the
that'll be the midterms. That'll be where I'm sure we'll see more interactive maps for that.
Oh,
election.
yeah, because this will be for all the big kahunas. Whoever wins this controls the country. If Trump loses, then we just got 2 years of bullshit. Nothing's going to get done except for executive orders. And if they win the House, they're just going to try to impeach Trump again. That's all we're going to see from them. And they'll just lose everything again in the next election for just trying to impeach Trump. But Trump's got a lot done. And even while the shutdown's been going on, he got a lot done. So he's been busy. Just because the country's been shut down doesn't mean he has been.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, you mean Mike Johnson? Well, he ain't got nothing. Johnson ain't got nothing to vote on. The government's closed. You got to give him something to vote on. Yeah, you can't just come back. The government's closed. It's got to be opened back up. So if we could do everything we could do before the government was closed, and it wouldn't be a government shutdown, would it be? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And as far as the EBT goes, before we go, I did hear people might get half. But that's all the money in the reserves for FEMA and the Agricultural League. So if something bad happens, there is no money. And on top of that, Trump just can't go get any money because the government's closed. So Congress can't approve it. So this is a dangerous little game we're playing here. It could be anything. I mean, we're going into winter. It could be any damn thing. Snowstorm, flood, any damn thing. Look what happened to what? Was it Virginia last year? Not Virginia, the Carolinas. I mean, look what happened to them in Tennessee. Out of the blue. Nobody was expecting that. Look what happened in Texas with the flood. Nobody was expecting that. That's what that money's there for. And we live in the United States where this shit happens on a regular basis. But anyway, we're going to get for a little while, about an hour. We'll see y'all about probably about 9:30, 9:35, somewhere around.
Yeah, I got it set for 9:35.
And Jake knows how to set up this. So I don't worry about him. He knows how to set up all this.
Yeah, it's already set up. We'll have to go and tweak it and put in the Rumble stations, but it's ready to go.
No, we'll be back. Just hang on to the day. We'll be back. We'll probably come in right in the middle of the CL show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, y'all can stay over there and just come see us after she's done. Don't leave the show. This will be up there. I mean, this is going to be like a 2-part thing. So we have this, and then the other part will be up.
It even says I even put part 2 on it, so it'll say special edition part 2.
There you go. Yeah. So no, I'll get. Well, maybe when we go to do, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll add part 1 to Rumble. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, We'll see y'all in about an hour. So stay tuned, hang out, go enjoy. If you're not already listening to Sean, go listen to Sean and see what he's got to say. On that note, we'll see
dog
y'all
tags, man.
Whoever you are, I hope your candidate is winning, unless you're a liberal, and then fuck you. I'm just kidding. No, I was just teasing. I got a lot of liberals.
Yeah, if you're a liberal watching the station, shame on you.
Yeah, no.
Can't talk
Actually,
about
a lot of
right there.
there's 5 liberals on this network.
Yeah, I know.
No, we got 2 Democrats, but we got 5 liberals. To me, liberals and Democrats are not the same thing anymore. Anyway, see y'all in a little while. Bye bye, guys.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.